What an interesting time it is. Where to start? It feels as though we're coming to this climatic point, or we've reached the climatic point. I don't always want us to be in that language of it's coming, and we're building towards it, and we're going to get there, and we're going to get there. Sometimes we've got to be there. Sometimes we've got to remember that we've got to live in between these times that we're sowing seeds and doing work and figuring things out and letting things evolve. Sometimes you just want to break and just let yourself be, as well as the fact that we're always moving towards new things. This climatic point, I think, is the difference between this old model whereby as a generation after generation after generation, there has been this sense of it's very goal orientated life. You know, you work towards this thing and overall you've got this other bigger goal. And then once you've reached a goal, you immediately move to the next goal. And weaving into that, there's always a lot for us to think about self-doubt. We're prompted with this self-depreciation. We're always measuring ourselves and comparing ourselves. And we often have things that hold us apart from feeling at ease, feeling this wave of peace. And this isn't about us finding a place to get there and stay. And again, I think there's a lot going on whereby everybody is getting tired of particularly that, almost like that Instagram, I used to feel like this, and then I started doing this, and now I'm just great and everything's brilliant and I'm just so energized and my life's amazing. And it's as though there is a version of that for every single thing you can think of, no matter what journey you're on, whether you're focused on your health or your home or your fertility or your finances, whatever it is, there'll be a version of, well, I used to have this issue, but not anymore. now I'm super great and everything's amazing. And I think we all have that in us, this feeling of I could get to a place and then everything would be great. And we're telling ourselves this story that is keeping us really unhappy, because actually there's lots of joy to be had along the way, but also there's no such thing as being alive and being in a body and living your life and not having doubts and worries and fears and bad days and bad moods. And, you know, we're constantly shifting according to our internal and external environments all the time. So it's better for us to equip ourselves with a set of tools that we can handle things, that it doesn't matter what comes along. I can always handle myself and I can always take care of myself. And that tricky patches tend to teach me, tend to grow me. And I think the new model that's coming in is much more about this line of thinking, that maybe I can ride the waves. And also maybe my peace is the thing I value above everything else. And everything I do has to be geared towards wherever I can get those flows of ease and peace and feeling centered. And also changing things up. You know, when people announce that they're doing something really radical, like, you know what, I'm going to bin off that career and I'm going over here, or we're doing this, we're selling up, we're going traveling for a year. And people are always on looking with a kind of edge of, I'm just not sure about that, and always that's safe to do, mixed with a, oh my goodness, good for you, no, good for you, you go for it, you know, you should do that. And I think it's because we all get that feeling of maybe we should all be doing something that lights us up. It doesn't have to be a big dramatic life-changing event, but it's finding any flow that really suits you, whether that's changing the way that you view your routines, looking at what goals you're setting for yourself and working out, do they actually fit? Do they make sense for where I'm at in my life right now? Are they even achievable? Are they attainable? Am I making myself miserable in the waiting to get to those goals? Is there a way for me to maybe change my perspective on it, or adjust the goalposts a little bit, turn things on their head a bit? Because I really have this theory that when we're engaged in something small or something big that just aligns the mind and body together, and we allow this life force to move through us and express itself, we feel that flow, and that flow can really feel satisfying or fulfilling. It can bring peace, calm, but it can also really move us, and it can bring waves of love and passion and excitement when you're just focused in that moment. And it could be that you're watching your favorite singer sing their song and they're allowing themselves to do it. They're allowing that energy to move through them fully. They're not getting in their own way. They're not hiding in the shadows. Or it could be that you're just engaging in your day-to-day routine without another hidden agenda, without a pressure, without, I've got to do this before I can do that, or got to do it this way round before I get to do this thing that I like. Where can we weave in that consciousness into our normal everyday things? Why can't some of the things we hate doing become somehow a little bit therapeutic here or there? I mean, I could just talk about this forever and ever and ever, but it's really got me thinking in my life. I'm looking at, why do I have these financial goals that don't make any sense, and they're making me feel like I'm less well off than I am, and that's not a nice way to feel. And why am I putting this goal for my home onto myself? Maybe this isn't the season of my life where I'm going to do all that work on the house. Maybe that will come later, but I don't want to wait till later to feel settled and happy and comfortable in my house. Maybe I could make peace with, I'm happy with where things are for now, and I'm excited for things to develop later. And even with those little routines, why do I think I have to do it that way? Why do I think I have to do it in that order? What weird stories am I telling myself that don't make any sense to my actual well-being or the way that my life works? So I have created us a meditation, which is about you feeling into that life force when it moves through you. And what if we were to let it happen more? What if we let go of some of the stories we tell ourselves, particularly the ones of doubt, and am I good enough? Am I worth it? Can I manage that? Am I not as good as someone else? When we get rid of those, the light flows through and we excel and we thrive and we glow. And so how can you find ways to let yourself do that more? And it's not about perfection and not about arrogance. And it's not about pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. It's not even about doing something really big. It's how can you be in your day-to-day and allow that to move through you more often? How can you be more content and self-accepting? So I'll pop the meditation on for us. And yeah, I will stop waffling. So sending you lots of love from Rachel and I here at Soul Compass. Please do like the video if you enjoy the meditation, and subscribe if you haven't done already. That really helps us out. We do try to post weekly, and our aim is to get that up a little bit more. But yes, taking it at the pace that we can. So yeah, sending lots of love, and I hope you enjoy the meditation. This has been a shift like no other. It's one huge, big transition split up into loads of tiny parts. Parts that you've been aware of and feeling into and riding the waves of for the last few years. And over the past 18 months, it has been stronger than ever. It has forced you into corners. It has insisted on change. It has broken down boundaries. It has depleted and exhausted you at the same time as it has built you and made you feel so ready to do things differently. Except that you never got it wrong. You've never been off your path. You've never been going the wrong way. Everything has been leading up to this point. Because the now is everything that we have. The now is the only thing that truly exists. This is your new building, and you're ready to move into it. In fact, you've already started. So this is about riding the waves of that, learning how to feel into it, how to, ease into being. no longer about achieving a place whereby you get to arrive there and stay. It's about knowing that you're strong enough to navigate every wave, that you understand yourself in a way that you can hold yourself in all the different modes that your mind, your body might need you to take. Recognizing yourself through new eyes, accepting yourself with an evolved love. And that is where we find our peace. So, you can take this with you on a walk, or you can sit in meditation. Close your eyes if you can. Just tune into the moment without any analysis or judgment. Let yourself be exactly as you are. You don't need to get your head clear. You don't need to calm the mind. You don't need to do anything. You're right just as you are. The waves of currency that move through your brain, that move through your body, they are all valuable and worthy and valid. And our bodies are speaking to us all the time. Sometimes we listen, sometimes we don't, sometimes we can't. But this is a new embodiment. This is a step up into an integration that is really a thriving friendship between your mind and body that expands your intuition, that allows you to move from new sources, new stories, a new blueprint. So let's just give your body a chance to find its stillness if it would like to. Let your mind continue to wander and drift, and just ever so gently start to bring some movement through your wrists and your hands, your feet and your ankles. Really good to just curl the hands and curl the toes. Feel that pressure and that contact before you release. You can wiggle your fingers, you can rotate your wrists, whatever feels comfortable. But this is really just about making sure that you've given your body a chance to move that energy. And see if your body needs you to stretch in any particular way. All the while just letting the breath flow in its own way, at its own rate and its own flow. But you don't need to govern your mind. Sometimes you'll be listening, sometimes you won't. You'll take in everything that you need to. This is so much about cutting through the myths and the old stories. The things that we tell ourselves matter that really don't matter. The obstacles that we place in our path that stand between us and an access to the feeling places that we want to get into. The things we tell ourselves that are in the way of our peace, are in the way of our flow. And really, they're always just stories. So this is about integrating that new map. Allowing yourself to feel into this version of you where there is a much greater connection and authenticity. And that we're washing away those old judgments, old attachments, all the goals that we set ourselves that they're not even real, or they don't make sense, or they're set in a context that doesn't help us to thrive. So let your body find its resting place. You can continue to move, adjust, stretch for as long as you want to. And whenever you are ready, whenever you are done, Just bring some softness and some heaviness and tell your body that it's okay for it to rest. And if it asks you for more support, you can stop, you can interrupt, you can place a cushion, you can do whatever you need to do. There aren't these rules anymore. So I want you to just imagine yourself watching you, as if you are having a bird's eye view. See a version of yourself as you know yourself to be, because you do really know yourself. Imagine the concept, visualize, or just think of the idea that the mind is connecting into the body, that there is this energy that carries everything through you and with you. Almost like you can see the energy charging, buzzing, communicating, moving through you. And let's bring in this idea of life force energy. So that which might be inspiration, Mother Nature's life force, whatever it is that keeps everything moving, everything living, everything breathing, that something comes from deep within the earth, or wherever you imagine it to be, and like water or light, it easily finds its way into the tiniest spaces. And you could imagine this to move through every object and every living being. That it's incorporated into the body, moved with the breath. And that as your heart beats, it pumps all the nutrients and the oxygen around your body. And that this particular life force, this energy, is always there as well, traveling alongside. And sometimes it will come up into your mind and it will give you an idea. Sometimes it will be in your body as an action or as a way of moving. Imagine that you are this conduit and that this life force can translate into resolution, into a peaceful feeling, or the sensation of joy, discovery, revelation, exploration, healing, growing. That it dances through you every minute of every day in a new way, continuing to be expansive. And that it moves through you and outwards from you. In those moments where you are glowing and shining because you're in an alignment whereby you're connecting in with something that feels like the flow is all the way through you. So that your mind and body are working together in this symmetry, in a harmony, in communication together. That when you are engaged in something that sparks you, that focuses you, that compels you or delights you, on the tiniest scale or on the biggest scale, Imagine that is the flow of this life force that is freely moving through you, filling you and expanding you and glowing outwards from you. That feeling of uplift when something moves you. Sort of thing that we might get also in community when something happens that moves us as a collective. Maybe even at a concert. There is that sense of flow and focus and joy, and that in that moment, that energy is moving through you and outwards from you with no obstacle, no obstruction, no tapering the flow. And that life will always be a series of things whereby we are responding and reacting and interacting, and that we are always going to be feeling waves of joy, excitement, delight and discovery, as well as all the different waves that bring us into frustration or difficulty. And that it's okay. It's okay for us to have those things. We don't need to shy away from them. We don't need to get past them. We don't need to eliminate them from our life in order to feel like we've made it. Sometimes this flow, when we allow it to move through us, we can feel into our talent more. We can feel into our intuition more. We can feel into our sense of connection and being more. It's about permission to be yourself, which is the same as truly allowing that flow to come through. Sometimes the flow is stopped or slowed down by a thought or a goal or a belief that it needs to be this way before I can have that. I need to do this before I can reach that feeling. I need to be better before I can allow myself to show it to other people or to show it to myself. Sometimes we tell ourselves stories about how we have to do things or how we're not good at things. And imagine if we started to challenge some of those stories just lovingly, softly, just in our day-to-day world with the simplest of everyday things as well as the big things. Where do you tell yourself a story that holds you apart from something that is a feeling you long to tap into? Where is the flow sometimes not able to get all the way through? Because you're not sure if you should, or you're not sure if you can. But imagine the people who are learning how to let that shine through them, and how much everyone around them delights in the fact that they're letting that happen. The chefs who cook the beautiful food, the musicians that make the incredible music that touches your heart and moves you, the athletes. But it's not just about those things and those people. It's the tiny everyday things as well. The way that you might connect to something that you truly love doing and being in. The way that you might communicate with those that you love, including yourself. the way that you go about your everyday, your attitude towards your routine, towards what you can do, what you can't do, what you're waiting to do. Where do you set goals for yourself that aren't good goals? Maybe they're not even achievable for this season of your life. Maybe they don't even make sense. And if you were allowing the light to fully flow through you, what would it push out? What would it get rid of? What would clear away? And the wonderful thing about this is that you don't even have to know it all now. As you start to inquire about this, you will notice in the coming days and the coming weeks, moments where you just question something that you'd normally do or think about in a particular way. And you realise there's another way to view it, or something that you can let go of, or an old story that doesn't make sense, or a template you're trying to fit yourself into that just does not fit. And when you do that, you'll feel that wave of relief, joy, self-connection, all coming through with that life force. It's not just about imagining this version of yourself that you want to be and trying to get there, and knowing that once you get there, then you'll get to feel into that in a certain way. It's not about that. It's recognizing that there is a version of yourself that allows you to flourish more, not because you do more or you achieve more, you push yourself harder. Sometimes, yes, but sometimes it's about what we let go. It's about what we shift our perspective on. It's about what we let ourselves do or do differently that allows that expansion to come in, so that you can settle in more to that version of yourself where you see an aspect of you is more at home with you, an aspect of you feels more well, more at ease. So let this be a seed that you sow, and maybe over the next day, week, month, you'll start to notice, you know, I don't know why I think like that because it doesn't make sense. Or I don't know why I tell myself that it has to be done this way because it really doesn't. Or I don't know why I'm pushing myself so hard to reach this goal that doesn't make any sense for where I'm at in my life right now. And as these things fall away, you'll breathe in that life force. And another part of you gets light. Another part of you is allowed to dance in the waves of thriving. It's not about eliminating feelings that are difficult or days where we're in a bad mood. All of that's okay. All of that we can work with. We don't need to get away from it. All of our emotions are sacred messengers. So what I'm going to do is bring this to a close, give you a bit of time to just sit and be, reflect, just let some of those things move around in your mind, see where they want to take up residence, see if anything comes to light straight away, and if not, trusting that things will start to unfold later. So sending this with so much love. May as much light as possible find you, and may you allow yourself to bring it in and bathe in it.